A very warm welcome once again. So we'll be getting started by invoking the blessings of God and Guru. And then it's all yours, Rahul, to run the quiz. I'm very excited to look at today's quiz and the competition that is going to ensue from a short while from now. So let me share my screen and we will get started. And today's quiz is going to be for participants who are usually tech shy, who usually prefer to type. So I would encourage all of you to participate, and let's just participate and make it fun, exciting. So let's get started by through our opening prayers. I'm going to recite that and we'll get underway. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Vasudeva Sutam Devam Kamsachanuramardanam Devaki Paramanandam Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. Krishnam Vande Jagadguru. All right. So Radhe Radhe, good morning, good evening, everyone. So let's get started. So today is going to be our quiz day. And I'm sure you're all comfortable with Kahoot by now. You need two devices. You need to type in kahoot.it, enter the pin, pick a nickname. You can choose your own name or you can be creative, and then game on. And you get credit for getting answers right, and you get more credit for getting it right quicker. Key is to get it right and not succumb to the time pressure. That is the whole idea. So with that said, I'll hand it over to you, Rahul, to share the screen so that we can display the pin and get started. We'll usually give about initial 6-7 minutes for people to settle in and log in. I would encourage you to all participate. We need to get close to the 50 mark one of the days. So let's get started. And today is, by the way, our photo day as well. And we have a very exciting, enthusiastic team participation coming up as well. So lot to look forward to in today's session. So let's get started. All yours, Rahul.
Okay.
www.kahoot.it and
let me know once you can see the screen, and now on the screen you should see the pin, and I already put that in the chat as well.
okay. So 4851403 is the pin. All of you are encouraged to participate. You can type in your responses as well, but playing is more fun. And it's pretty easy. You just type in that and put in your pin, and that's all.
And try to refresh your screen because sometimes it times out, so you have to refresh the screen also in case it times out.
Patal Citizen is back today. Golo Kowasi is also playing, which is nice.
We just crossed 20 members, so not 20 participants.
I think it's a great start in the very first 2 minutes. So that is going to be exciting, I'm sure.
Nitinji, Rahul is also playing here.
Rahul is also playing. That's interesting.
There is a name called Kyo Batao.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I think we can use all our creativity.
All right. I think we are getting good number of participants. So hopefully we can break the 40 mark today. More than 40, close to 50 is always good.
Meantime,
Sure.
in the meantime, Nitinji, can we make some announcements also?
Yeah, let's utilize this time to make some announcements so that, then we have to get to our enthusiastic team participation. I'm very eagerly looking forward to that. You don't want to miss out on that, I'm sure. Yes, go ahead. Let's make some announcements.
Yeah, one of the first announcements is about the East Coast retreat, and listen carefully because can be a question on this in Kahoot. Yeah. So it will be from October 7th to October 9th, and online registration part is also open. So please feel free to check out that, and we will share the link in the chat also. Apart from that, another question can also be there on this announcement, which is about the Diwali Mela, which will be one of the biggest Diwali Mela in the DFW complex, and it is co-hosted by Radha Krishna Temple. So check out that also, and we will share the link shortly in that. Those are the two major announcements. Anything else you want to share, Sandhya?
I guess YTT again, it's starting on 29th, which is tomorrow. So still one more day to go if anybody wants to register. Yoga Teachers Training Program. It's an online program. People can become a certified yoga teacher from the comfort of their home by attending this 200-hour online program.
Yeah,
It's
strongly encourage you to do that. And for Diwali, I want to say if you are around Dallas, you could always help us out. We always need volunteers in a lot of capacities, right? Helping spread the word around, and then helping with promotional efforts and a lot of other activities. So if you want to participate and be part of that mega event that we are going to be orchestrating and be a part of, then please let us know. You can mention it in the feedback tracker, and otherwise you can come to temple and you'll find in some form of capacity you can get engaged.
And as Swamiji said in the SMX today morning, physical seva is quite important.
True. So the manifestation of your Mansi Seva happens in form of physical seva, right? Typically, when we are mentally involved in something, we feel like going out and expressing ourselves, not just limited to that. Mansi Seva is good when we have a constraint. But other than that, going out and doing the physical seva is very, very fulfilling and satisfying. Okay. Okay, so how much time do we have? Maybe we can give another minute and then we can get the game started. Okay, we'll try to wrap it up so that we have enough time for the presentation, which is going to be exciting as well. So we are down to our last 30-40 seconds and we'll be doing the countdown and then getting started.
Yeah, we have around 32 participants, which is good. Hopefully we can make it to 35 or maybe 40. Yeah.
Let's quickly do that. 34, here you go. Let's cross 35 mark. We still have another 20 seconds to go. So encourage all of you to participate. Even otherwise, you can participate. You can type in the chat, but if you come in, it will be even better. So let's get started shortly then, down to our last 10 seconds or so. We may be able to get, here you go. We got 35. Maybe we can cross that mark as well. It's a good number, but closer to 50, the better.
36.
Wonderful. So now let's do the countdown so that we can get started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Game on.
Okay, let's get started and all the best. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Game on. The first question from Rahul.
This is a multi-select.
Card.
God gives us what we dash, not what we dash. And you have 4 options there. For all the multi-select ones, I provided 1 minute. So because that was the feedback last time. So just wanted to give some more time.
Interesting start. Oh, you gave a minute for this one? Okay. That's good.
Yeah, because I think for multiple answers last time there was feedback from various people that we need some more time. So
Last time the options were too long. These are not that long.
maybe that might be one of the things.
But
But
Okay,
yeah, if at all, it will help those who may
only
take
for multiple ones I provided more thing, and then apart from that only 30 seconds.
you're a very empathetic quiz master. Say that. Okay. Great. So yes, the answer is, so 32 of you need want. They went with the first answer, but since it was a multi-select, there's another one, right? That was right. So out of those 32, maybe out of those, 24 went with the fourth option as well. And Rahul strategically put first and last so that you go through all the options. And some people just went with the time pressure and went with one only. So the right answer is God gives us what we need, not what we want. It's like the regular parents also, right? They provide you what you need, not what you want. I mean, sometimes they make exceptions when kids start throwing tantrums and all that stuff. But God, being God, is a perfect parent. He has our best interests in mind, and He will give you what you need, not what you desire or what you want. He may give you things even in a manner which is packaged in a manner which is beneficial for you, that you may not be able to appreciate immediately. But in hindsight, when you look back, you will say, I'm glad that thing happened with me. So the right answer is the first and the fourth one. So let's see who takes our leaderboard position after the very first question.
Golokwasi.
Golokwasi. It has something to do with the name, I guess.
Rahul ji is at the 3rd rank.
Rahul, good going.
Rahul ji, how are you doing this? Like,
I have
both?
two more. Yeah, I have two more screens here, so I'm playing from there also. And yeah, so.
Wonderful. And Kyo Bataun is at the 5th rank.
Okay, so
right.
now let's move to the next question. I don't think so we have any interesting comments in the chat. I think there is a question, how many questions? So you will see as the quiz progresses. Yeah, so let's move on to the next question. True or false? Acts performed with the divine intention of pleasing God and Guru can be binding or not binding depending on the situation. I think they should be relatively easy. I think Sandhya ji is giving always the correct answers, probably. Let's see. There is a split verdict here.
Can be binding depending upon, there is no situation part of it. They're always non-binding. Okay, so if you're really focused on the Tattva Gyan that we've been talking about, that's why I think the language probably confused the people. So when you perform an act with the divine intention or material intention, whatever you may want to call it, of pleasing God and Guru, can be binding or non-binding depending upon the situation. No, it is always non-binding. Okay, so that is why it was actually a trick. It turned out to be a trick question. That's why when I read it for the first time, I was like, looks like it's a bit of a tricky question. But whoever got it false, that means your Tattva Gyan is rock solid on this one. Okay, and I think Chikki got it right. That's why she's very happy. Otherwise, you should do like this. Okay, let's move on and see how the leaderboard looks after this.
Golokwasi is rock solid.
Golokwasi, it has something to do with the name, I think. And Sheetalji has made entry as well. And Kyo Bataun has climbed up, which is pretty encouraging. Rahul is playing good, and Namaha is pretty close by as well. So this is good going. All right, let's move on to the next question. That was a good one, Rahul. That really.
Radiant Ostrich 31 is the highest climber.
The Radiant Ostrich. That's interesting.
The name is super difficult, but yeah, let's move on. Quiz, which is multi-select and double pointer also. So be careful. Identify the principles which are not to be followed on the path of devotion. And here are the options.
Good questions, Rahul. Good play of words too.
Yeah, I gave 1 minute because probably it is a little bit longer to read. Maybe 30 seconds might have worked, but it's okay, 1 minute. Only for multi-select ones.
People, it's like, give me a break. I have done it in 2 seconds.
And please feel free to type your responses in the chat also.
Yes, you can always do that.
In case you join late, you can still play via chat.
Yes. Cool. So people have given all the responses. So our participants are non-discriminating. Okay. They want to give weightage to all so that none of the option feels left out. But the keyword was not. The principles which are not to be followed on the path of devotion. So have no complaints from God is something one should do. So it doesn't fall in not. And wait for God's grace patiently. This is also a devotee should do. It should not demand that, okay, I've done enough now. Why God is not gracing me? Why God doesn't give me an experience, or why doesn't he manifest in front of me, kind of a deal. A devotee won't do that. And immerse in God, of course. That is a good thing to do, right? But immerse completely in material world, that is not good. If you do that, then you are inviting trouble. It will lead to disappointment, anxiety, stress, unhappiness, sadness, and all those things will happen. And complain about difficulties of life is not a good attitude. You say, rather than saying, why me, you should say, why not me? That is an attitude of devotee, because difficulties are the way to uplift ourselves spiritually. Right? If when we make internal progress as the aim of our life, then difficulties are welcome. Saints and people, they actually look at difficulties as an huge opportunity to take their spiritual journey to the next level. So right answer is, as you can see on the screen, the first and the third option. Let's see if it does any trick on our leaderboard, or our leaderboard is pretty seasoned. Okay, Sheetal Ji, SSTFG, Nama and Golokwasi are like, क्यों बताऊं? I don't know what क्यों बताऊं is up to 1-1's place. Okay, it's moving.
But Rahul ji went out of it.
Rahul, why did
It's
you?
not fair.
See, you only created the question and you only went out of the board. That is not acceptable.
And Pallavi ji also says that she forgot to read the not part and accordingly answered. So I'm sure that has happened with many people.
Right. I don't know, Rahul, how did you manage to get out of the leaderboard? But yeah, this guy who used to go to office every day, right, for his lunch, and then he used to complain about, a cheese sandwich again. Second day again, cheese sandwich. Third day, he gets so frustrated and breaks his dashboard, the monitor and keyboard and everything. And then the people, they called up his wife and said, you know what? This guy used to be very frustrated about his lunch cheese sandwich every day, and this day he could not tolerate it anymore, and he broke his monitor and dashboard, everything. So can't you give him something different? He said he should have at least consulted me. Every day he would prepare his own lunch. Okay. So it reminds me of Rahul prepared the quiz and he himself exited from top 5. Anyways, move on.
Okay, let's move on. Another quiz question.
Prahlad
Prahlad Maharaj had advised to start practicing devotion to God from which stage of human life? The 4 options are there on your screen.
Senior citizen is a good one, I think, for this one.
I think adult is a nice one, but
stage of human life. Good to see you, Swarnachi. And Arun is also on. Good to see you, Arun. This one is a no-brainer for everybody. So yes, Prahlad actually had advice to start here from Balavastha itself, childhood. Right? He was pretty young when he was subjected to all the tortures by his own father, And then childhood is the right, in fact, as early as possible is the right time to start on the path to devotion. That is the real understanding. No, it is not a retirement plan. Devotion is a plan to start as early as possible to enrich our lives. It is definitely not a retirement plan. Or when you become a teenager, as a teenager, you won't even listen. Okay, devotion is the last thing that will come to your mind. And as an adult, we get too busy hanging on to our unworthiness and creating agendas in our life. Okay, I have to take care of this, I have to do this, this is my responsibility, and then this, it never ends. So the correct answer is as quickly, as soon as possible. If we could possibly do devotion in the womb of our mother, even better. Okay, but maybe in one of the lifetimes we'll have those siddhis too. But the sooner you start, the better it is. This is the right answer. So let's move on. How does our leaderboard look?
Nama has displaced Golokvasi.
Nama is cool. That's a good one. It's a good fight between the top fives. They're pretty close by. The margin is not very much. Sheetalji is playing really well. SDFG is also doing good. And Kyun Batao is, I don't know what Kyun Batao is up to. Golokvasi is playing well as well. So very nice going. Okay, let's move to the next question, Rahul.
Let's move on. This is the slider. Lord of Wisdom wrote close to -1,000 shlokas in Mahabharata, and you can see that in the picture.
Yeah, 1,000, huh? Lord of Wisdom. You've not even named the Lord in this case. That's interesting. Right. The answer is 100,000. It's a rounded off figure. So yes, Lord of Wisdom is Ganesha. He wrote it while Vedvyas Ji was reciting it. And 100,000 is the right answer. It may shuffle the leaderboard a little bit. And Lord of Wisdom is, we celebrated Ganesh Chaturthi only recently. So good question. All right, let's see who got it right. Namaha Shitalji. Patal Citizen has made an entry, and Kyun Batao has a game plan, looks like. Steadily climbing. STFG, Shitalji, you're playing well. Namaha is, and what happened to the top position? Who was that?
Golokvasi. I think it says there 8 players lost their answer streak of 4. So
It was a
probably
tough round.
Yeah, that was a knockout question, I guess. Huh? Let's move on, Rahul. We are halfway through. We can do that in next 20 minutes.
this is the poll. Swamiji's divine discourses during the upcoming East Coast retreat will be based on which scripture? And you can see the options. See the picture also. And the date is 7th October to 9th October. Don't forget about that. And in case you don't know, better to register for that. That option is also there in those.
Yes, 7th to 9th. And it's in a place called, oh, maybe I should not say too much of, right? That might be a question as well.
I think that is okay. It is in Baltimore. I think, yeah, the picture says that.
And Swamiji today morning said that this will be very Rasik. This will be the Rasik part of that chapter, which was discussed in the Dallas retreat, like the next half. The first half was more dry, and this half will be more Rasik.
Okay, then it has to be Bhagavad Gita. Rahul, what is the poll result?
So the poll result says, yeah, majority of them have opted for Bhagavad Gita, which is 68%.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
I said Bhagavad Gita when 3 seconds were remaining, so somebody had.
I had also put it in the chat early on.
Oh, you did?
But 15%, like 6 people have said, I don't know, but will register for the retreat. Yeah, so you better do it soon. Yeah.
I'm glad nobody said Mahabharata. Okay.
2% said Ramayan though.
Okay.
Yeah, there is only 1%.
We can put a recommendation to Swamiji to take Ramayana also one of these days.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one.
So this is a puzzle where you have to put those sliders. So Mr. X has the DWFBG session student arrange the tiles in descending order of awareness and consciousness. And you have the tiles there. You better put the best consciousness on top so that we have the descending order. Tiles and then probably submit.
Good question, Rahul. You have become a master, expert now. It's a good question.
I gave 1 minute for this so that people have ample time, but that will not help in case you are aiming for the leaderboard.
Let's see. It's a good one. ABC. So 24-16. Okay, that's a split. 24 of people got it right, which is perfect. So yes, when you do it for your guru's mission, it becomes a nirguna charity. When you do it for cancer patients, philanthropic deed, it becomes sattvic. When you do it for publicity, it is rajasic. And when you do it to misuse, it is tamasic. So that is the sequence order. Descending means nirgun, sattvic, rajasic, and tamasic. So wonderful. There's any action that we do can fall into these four categories. So good question, Rahul. Let's see what happens after this one.
Nama is rock solid, yeah.
Nama is like, oh my God. Patal Citizen is doing good too. 7 players have reached a streak of 6. So let's move on. We have 4 more questions to go, right?
Okay, so this is a quiz. How does the spiritual trajectory of most aspirants typically look like? Typically unfold. The options are the 4 ones which you have here. Yes, 30 seconds here. So
beginner's grace is followed by either or sharp tip. Yes. So people who get hooked onto it, they get so inspired, so enthusiastic, wow kind of a feeling it happens. If it doesn't has to happen, then they will be like always insipid. But for it happens, there's usually a grace, initial grace, that you feel so enthusiastic until you hit a plateau, and then there could be a sharp decline. The pace at which you came, you can drop immediately. But usually you stabilize, and then you're not no longer getting the same feeling that you got initially until you work hard towards it, and then that sustainability curve comes. We had a good discussion on that topic. So second one is right, and there's a split verdict on this one. 11-11 starts with a plateau of enthusiasm. Plateau of enthusiasm was probably the key word here, but yeah, kind of a tricky question. Let's see what happens on this one.
Late entry.
Late entry.
Has made it to the podium. Wonderful.
Well, whoever is late entry, I think you're doing good for yourself.
And God's will is the highest climber.
God's will is the highest climber. That's nice. I think it's God's will, probably. It's part of Honi that is happening. All right, let's move on to the next one.
So this is a quiz, multi-select and double pointer. So pay attention. Which of these activities can't help aspirants regain their lost enthusiasm and inspiration? And you have the options on your screen.
I think your negative words are the tricky part here, right? Can't. But if there was an Olympics of creating quizzes, Rahul, you would win gold medal hands down, okay?
The gold medal is reserved for you. We can probably aspire for that later.
No, it's nice. Very nice. which of these activities cannot help aspirants?
I think Kavita ji looks super happy. So
All right. So yes, Seva will help you. Okay. Seva is something you make it a non-negotiable part of your routine, no matter what you feel, how you feel. Okay. It will help you get back on it. Kusang, if you do, of course, it will not help. Kusang is the worst thing one can do. It erodes all our spiritual merit. Fault finding, of course, it will not help you regain that enthusiasm back. Sadhana will help you. Satsang will help you. Gossip will definitely not help you, right? So gossip, kusang, and fault finding is something we need to refrain from. When there is a dip in enthusiasm, seva, satsang, and sadhana, the 3S, the fundamentals, we should make it a non-negotiable part of our routine. They will help you get back on track quickly. It's like fundamentals, right? When cricketers or sports people, they go out of form, what do? They go down to the drills of playing in the nets, however boring and monotonous it may be, right? Whether it's Roger Federer, Virat Kohli, or whoever, they do that day in and day out because they know the fundamentals will get them back, even when they have a dip in form. So let's see what happens after this question, Rahul.
Batao has climbed up to second position.
Not budging today. Patal Citizen is at the Patal of leaderboard, but you can climb up. Okay, good
But
going.
lead entry is also at the 3rd rank now. It's like doing the same strategy as Kyo Bataun. Dheere dheere upar aana.
Lead entry is doing good, but given the fact if you skipped some questions, I think we are playing really well, and Sheetal is playing well as well.
And
Okay.
Bhagat is the highest climber. Another nice name, Bhagat.
Bhagat, yeah, very nice. Bhagat, very nice. Let's move on, please.
This is the type answer, one word only, double pointer. So this can shake. To create a divine vacuum in our lives, we should become devotional, detached from the material world, and it is related to that 3D consciousness. You will see that on the screen, the images. Only one word.
Anybody can put it in chat. Nobody's
You can put in the chat also.
take audience help on this. Determined, who put determined? Okay, no, Shweta, it's not determined for sure, I guess. Okay, time's up. Dutiful, devotion. Dutiful is the right answer, yes. Dutiful is the right answer. The 3D consciousness we spoke about, duty is something we have to perform regardless, right? Whichever prescribed duty is there for us, that needs to be performed. And of course, we need to be devotional and detached to that as well. Duty is not done with a sense of attachment, but with a sense of detachment, being responsible and doing the right thing. Great, good question.
And now I think this is the last one to drop the pin. The biggest ever Diwali celebration in Dallas Fort Worth. Which date of the November? You have to just slide the calendar to drop the pin. And remember, this is posted by RKT Dallas. So we will put the links in the chat for that also, where you can buy the tickets and enjoy the event.
Yes, it's an event, marquee event of the year. It cannot get any bigger than this. Okay, this is going to be the biggest Diwali event in this entire Brahmand. Right? That's the last one, right? Question.
Yes, I think and this is the last question, and we should be getting the leaderboard after that.
I'm guessing that this time again, Nitinji, we'll see enthusiastic team members because their presentation is coming next.
Possibly. This is usually the trend, what I have
Right?
seen.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. Good.
It is November
4th. I think the
Fourth.
majority wins here. Yeah, so probably most of the people.
But
November
some people went up to 24th as well.
4th, 24th, 22nd, 23rd. It's like, okay, whatever. All the date. Okay, it's November 4th. So do mark that in your calendars. Let's move on, Rahul, quickly so that we have enough time.
Yes. Yeah, now it will show the
All
podium.
right. Who is Jai
Jai
Bajrang?
Bajrang Bal.
Here it is, Jai Bajrang.
Late entry. Oh my God.
Namaha, late
Namaha.
entry, Jai Bajrang Bal, Yo Bataun and Sheetal ji are two.
Sheetal.
Wonderful. So let's have people come on screen. Who is Namaha, late entry, and Jai Bajrang Bal? Jai Bajrang Bal is surprise package. Okay, I don't know where they came from, but maybe it was Pavan Putra last time. I don't know, but whoever you are, please come on screen, and we'd love to see you. Really well played, I must say that. Okay.
Excellent.
Excellent. Let's hear quickly from them, and then.
Oh, David ji. Namaha. Okay, let's see.
What was David? David, you are amazing the way you're playing for sure. How was your experience? You want to talk anything about it?
Beginner's grace. Thank you for the quiz.
Beginner's grace, but you
Last time also he was the first ranker, right?
I think now we need to figure out a game plan to challenge David. Okay, it's becoming all too easy for him. But well played, David, I must say that. Really well played. Who is late entry? I think you had a bit of a handicap to begin with, but you played well. Who was late entry?
Samji.
Samji, yeah.
Who was?
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Sam. You are late entry. Yeah? Well played.
I did not attempt first question. By the time I came, it was over.
Oh, okay. But you played well, given the fact that you started with the one question handicap. I think that was really well played. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Good job. And who is Jai Bajrang Bal? Is it Vinodji?
Vinodji, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
See,
It should be Bajrang Bali. I cannot type.
very nice.
Congratulations.
Very nice. Wonderful. Very nicely played. And who were the other two?
मैं क्यों बताऊं ये कौन था? This is very.
Who is मैं क्यों बताऊं? Here. You have to बताओ 5S, okay? Okay, मैं क्यों बताऊं was me, okay? I was
लग ही रहा.
And Sheetal ji.
At the leaderboard, so but I'm glad I didn't come there. Who was 5th today?
Sheetal ji.
Sheetal ji.
Sheetal ji. Sheetal ji, very well played. Are you on here? Sheetal, are you there?
Okay. Can you please raise hand, Sheetal ji? Yeah. Okay. Radhe Radhe. Please go ahead.
Sheetal, really well played.
Radhe. Yeah, it was a good questionnaire. Thank you so much. I enjoyed. I got 2-3 wrongs, but yeah, it was good today. I feel good today. Thank you.
Very well played. Wonderful. All of you, I think Vinodji, Sam, and David, outstanding display. I must say
What
that.
happened to Rahul ji?
Rahul, I don't know what happened. I think today was not his day, I guess. All right. Never mind. Do you want to see the overall rank real quick before we get into enthusiastic team participation? I can't for that.
And when do we take the group picture?
And we have to take a group picture as well, yes.
I think I can pull that numbers later, but
Sure, we can do that later. Let's take a quick group picture and then we can get the presentation going today.
Yeah, so please turn on your cameras.
Yeah,
We'll
nice.
take screenshots.
If you could, it's good to see everybody. Somebody is going to take the pic and somebody is going to do something with the pic as well, I'm sure, this time around, and that is going to be Kavita. You have to do something with the pic and the past two pics as well, and do something so that we all see it and it brings a smile to our faces, okay? And it's going to come on CIC and also on our portal and also on YouTube, okay? So that's your assignment for the day. Now you can smile and let everybody smile as well. Okay, let's take a few pics. Thank you, everybody. I'm just scrolling screens to see. A lot of you still haven't done that, but I would encourage you to do that. I know it was a short notice this time, but typically the last Thursday of a month, we will always do this picture. So whoever is able to do that, thank you for that. Let's take as many pics as we can before we get into the exciting segment today, which is going to be our enthusiastic team participation. It's going to have some fun elements is what I'm hearing. I don't know what that is, bit of a surprise package. Okay, great. Are we good then? I think whoever is able to turn on today, that's nice. Hopefully we'll have a better turnout next time who can turn their videos on. So let's take a
I captured a few of the shots. Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. So with that said, let's get started with our enthusiastic team participation. All yours. Who's going to take the lead here? I see somebody has been spotlighted already.
Monica, you should. Okay, yeah.
Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe.
So we have given a presentation and actually linked to Sandhya. So Sandhya, if you can share your screen, and then probably when I request again, you can unmute all the participants, enthusiastic participants.
Sure. So you can see the screen, right?
Yes.
All right. And I've shared the sound, so I'll start playing it.
Radhe Radhe. Welcome to Team Enthusiastic's presentation on Krishna Leela. Now, we have tried to show Leela that has happened already. However, since we've been talking about seva opportunities and contemplating on it, we have taken a little liberty and little creativity to show and depict a Leela that is happening around us, but we are not aware. Seva. Where can seva take you? What can it do to you? And before I reveal everything in this introduction, let's go.
Radhe, my birthday is coming and I love my devotees the most. There are many devotees who are involved in satsang and sadhana, but Nishkam Sevaks are most dear to me.
क्या हमारे वो भक्त जो निष्काम सेवा में तत्पर रहते हैं हमारे पास कान्हा के जन्मदिन पर आ सकते हैं?
अवश्य. I can definitely get Nishkam Sevaks to Golok on your birthday. Many Shraddhalus are associated with JK Yoga. Nitin.
Radhe Radhe Swamiji.
Radhe Radhe Nitin. Will you be able to find out Nishkam Sevaks in your Gita class? Among all the Shraddhalus, Nishkam Sevaks are the dearest to Kanha.
I think I have an idea.
This meeting is being recorded.
Radhe Radhe. Good morning, good evening, everyone. Welcome to another exciting session of Daily Wisdom from Bhagavad Gita. Over to you, Nitinji.
Radhe Radhe everyone. Can you believe your luck that you are few of most fortunate divine souls to receive the divine knowledge directly from none other than Swamiji and Maharajji. But to help you hit the jackpot, you will have to do Nishkam Seva. Sandhya, let's create 4 teams. I think it should be related to Seva. Let's name them Selfless, Enthusiastic, Vinamr, and Ananya. And let's assign tasks to all of them.
Ji Mentor Ji, I think it's a great idea, and Janmashtami is also coming next month, so this time's task will be related to Krishna's Leela. So Nitin Ji, let's spin the wheel and see which team gets to perform first.
Sure. Let's
Not
do it.
this wheel, Nitin Ji.
Good point, Sandhya. Thanks for reminding. Let's see which team gets to perform first. It's Team Enthusiastic.
So Team Enthusiastic, pull up your socks. It will be lots and lots of fun to watch the performance of Team Enthusiastic. Let me tell you, Nitin Ji, all the members of this team are truly, truly enthusiastic. I look forward to their performance. I'm sure it will be the best. All the best, team enthusiastic.
That's true, Sandhya. Okay, good. All the best to all the teams. Radhe Radhe from my side. Have a blessed day, evening.
आओ कृष्णा, अपनी शक्ति का परीक्षण कर लो। गोविंद गोविंद गोविंद।
यदा यदा हि धर्मस्य ग्लानिर्भवति भारत अभ्युत्थानम् अधर्मस्य तदात्मानं सृजाम्यहम्।
This is an amazing, amazing performance by Team Enthusiastic. I really enjoyed it. What do you have to say about this, Nitinji?
Team Enthusiastic, what a performance. This was amazing. You just nailed it. You killed it. You all were on the top of the world. It's just that sky didn't fall down. Everything was so well written, well crafted. All the characters, storyline, concept. Loved it. Loved every bit of it. Just amazing. That's what I was looking for. Next time, when you do a similar kind of act, please do include me. I want to be a part of your team. Just love your performance. Amazing. Radhe Radhe Swamiji, we have found Nishkam Sevaks and they are ready for you to take them to Krishna's abode, Golok.
Is it done or still? Oh my God. That was a laugh riot. I don't know. You just nailed it. I must say that. Okay. Nailed it. Guys, how did you pick up all these impersonations? First of all, act fantastic. You just nailed it again. I'm telling you. It was like a thorough entertainer, well conceived. And where did you pick up all those impersonations, Shashank? You were like, now you were giving me the dose of my own medicine. Okay? The first time I'll be on the receiving end, but really well done. Thoroughly enjoyable act. And Sandhya, you were impersonated to the perfection. Coming. Is that amazing? Shashank,
Actually, after watching all the presentations of other teams, we were not sure if we would win or not. So हमने खुद ही को जिता दिया.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. We just wanted to insist on the concept and fact that where Siva can take you. So no changes in the script, Nitinji, whatsoever, to be honest. This was the original one that we were supposed to present because we were the first ones to present, right? But then we wanted to actually show more. But again, online you can do only this much. So
it was pretty amazing, and I'm glad you used your act that you had done as well, right? There was a lot of hard work that had gone in that. Just gelled in well, including that sari scene. You know, the visual that was coming as soon as this thing started, that was just perfect. And Shashank, you are a mimicry guy. You can do so many more things, right? We have an alternate vocation waiting for you. You guys were amazing, and Prashasti ji and then pretty much the entire team, Komal ji, and you guys. I think it brought in a lot of faces today. Thank you, Nitin ji. Anything more you want to add? Any participants who wants to chime in on how they like the performance or anything else? Yeah, Sandhya, go ahead.
Sandhya. Amazing presentation. Okay, अभी मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है whatever I'm saying that कविता ऐसे. My most favorite part was that tire, the wheel thing, like.
Yeah, that was quite a good
Super creative. I mean, and of course, both of you and everybody, the jobs were done up to the level of perfection. I mean, and Nitinji, it was so much fun watching our own versions, right? Great, excellent performance. And yeah, Payal ji, she was also there, right, in the skit. I don't see her spotlighted. If she's there, I think we should also get her here. But yeah, great job by all of you.
Please come over the screen. The entire team, I think we should spotlight all of them. They did a great job, and it looks like each one of you had put in thought. I can only imagine how much fun it would have been preparing for it. You know, when you prepare mimicry.
I know, and it's so much carefully noticing each and everything, right? And that's when it is repeated. So
I was seeing he was moving his left hand more, so I was very well. Good. I see quite a few other participants. They want to chime in as well. Please go ahead. Shyamji, how was your experience watching this? That was a pretty interesting, great, nice, slick act.
For some reason, I'm unable to unmute him.
Rahul ji also made a guest appearance, by the way.
Yeah, he's like typical.
He played himself.
Yeah, I can't unmute Shyamji. Let's maybe move to
Let me try.
Menuji.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
you can try.
Yeah, Shyamji,
Oh.
you may have to rejoin because you're not able to unmute you.
Let's unmute.
Shyam.
Yeah, Vinodji has been
Here from
unmuted.
Hirotji.
I think it was just fantastic. Very creative. A lot of effort went into it. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's all I can say. Keep up the good work.
Kudos to the Singh sisters.
It is teamwork,
And the
Menuji. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
And the team.
So Kavita was outstanding. Shashank was pretty good as well. I was thinking, okay, these are some of the mannerisms even I am not aware of. Now I'm going to pay attention to that. But very well done, I must say that. Pallavi, you wanted to add as well? And we'd like to hear from participant Prashasti ji, Komal ji, Shashank, you as well, Payal ji. How was it preparing for it? I'm sure you'd have a lot of good experiences to share there as well. Yes, Pallavi ji, go ahead, please.
Yeah, Radhe Radhe. Good evening, everyone. What an entertaining performance. Haste haste halat kharab. Like it was like too funny, very hilarious, very, very beautiful presentation. Kudos to the team. Great performances. And the way you guys made it, like it was really, really entertaining. Too good.
Yeah. You brought in that humor element as well, right? Krishna Leela was there, but you brought in that humor element as well, and it was thoroughly entertaining, like edge of the seat thriller kind of a thing, and
Yeah. Especially it was very funny to see two Nitinjis and two Sandhyas. Yeah.
it was good.
Very, very innovative. Thank you. Great job, team.
Good job. Yes, Sri Ramya, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, it was really so good. And this was the first Leela where I was laughing so much. And I think Team Enthusiastic should be renamed to Team Creative. This was the most creative presentation I came across. It was really awesome. And the mocks of Sandhya ji and Nitin ji, they were, you really have to observe a lot, including the hairstyle, the dressing, and everything was like ditto to ditto. It was so good and such a nice idea. And it came at the end, but it was still the best. Monika ji always gets says thinking we are the last team, but everybody have already taken the ideas, but she never falls short. Team Enthusiastic comes up with new ideas, which would be the best to finish off. That is really amazing.
These presentations, they are good. Maybe some of the team participants can talk about how is it preparing for these kind of things. We don't want to make it a drill, right? It's a whole coming together and gaining some, the bliss of the seva, so to say. So we'll keep it open-ended for you. Teams can come and present from time to time. All of you can come together, or we can give you. Either way is fine. But this is always good, coming together and putting an act, right? And working as a team. A lot of learnings we get, and then more importantly, it gives us an opportunity to reflect on the seva, how it went, what you thought, and some of that stuff. So we'll keep it an open thing, where you can do periodic presentations depending upon the event that is coming or otherwise as well. So as a team, I would say keep that dialogue open to see what next you can create. It could be something related to Tattva Gyan, it could be something mix of fun and just keep it going. And periodically we should do that. It energizes the whole group itself. Yes, Rahul, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, Radhe Radhe. Just wanted to thank all the team members, especially Mona ji, Chikki ji, and Laddu ji. I think they came up with the script, and probably all the editing was done by Chikki ji, Kavita ji, and then Shashank ji brought that element of humor and he just impersonated you. So kudos to the team. Radhe
And
Radhe.
unsung hero, the tire, okay, in the whole act. Wherever you got it from. That was a good one. Spinning the wheel.
Who is the host? Check your mute.
Komalji wants to say. Yes, Komalji, please go ahead.
And so, Nitinji, this is my first experience. I recently joined the team, and I really had a great time. The mastermind behind this is Mona. So I know that we had so many calls. I remember I was traveling from Utah to Dallas, and I was having this call, and we were all sharing how we need to make a unique presentation. But definitely Kavita and everybody, I think they did a great job. Kudos to the team. Yeah, I'm very blessed to have this team, I would say. Thank you so much, Radhe Radhe.
All the teams, I must congratulate each one of you for acting in and coming together, with all these acts. It's not easy, especially when we are not co-located to coordinate all that stuff, given so many other things are going on in our life, including our job, and then coming up with something creative. It takes a lot of effort, of course, coordination, motivation, a lot of things fall in place. But I'm glad each of the teams deserves a special mention here for coming together and doing something special for on Krishna's birthday this time around. And of course, we ended with such a fantastic act today. It brought so many smiles and laughter as well to everybody, right? So that was a perfect culmination of all the presentations that we had had. Yes, Shashank, you wanted to say something?
Yes, Radhe, Radhe. So Nidhi, like you asked, what was your experience? So like I think experience was very great. We didn't have that much of laughter while we were preparing because we were individually preparing, like we were not in a group. So it wasn't more kind of a we have this goal and we have to do this kind of mentality with us. Yeah, and that entire thing, fortunately, I had it in my home. So I got an idea. Okay, let's use this mill. I was not getting into this, and I wanted to put something. Two more things that I need to point it out. Like, first, like all the team participants, they are very wonderful. Like they did a pretty good job. Monica ji, like I think she is the brainchild, and I think Seema ji also. Like it's because of them, this act came into life, and because of this, I think the story behind it, the concept, that really pushed it. Like, okay, we have this, and we have to convey the message. Second, I think Kavita ji, all of us, like whatever effort we have put, if we include that effort and we sum it up, Kavita ji alone has put like more than that because she has edited the video and put it. So I think like these two have really done a great job. So kudos to both of these, and also getting them, team, getting work out of the team. The leadership thing that Monica ji had was great. So hats off to Monica ji and Kavita ji. Radhe Radhe.
Great job, I must say, Shashank and team. You just came together really well. And maybe I should start wearing specs now, like you do. Okay, I should reverse impersonate you. Good job. Good job. I think you guys did a fantastic job, both of you. And it must have been a laugh riot preparing for it. I can just imagine that, Great. Yes, Sandhya, you wanted to add something?
I just had a question for Shashank ji. It was the first time I saw someone impersonating you. So how does it feel to be in the shoes of Nitin ji? That's like a question I really had.
I try to impersonate people as well, so I can imagine how does it feel. But yeah, I think, yeah, go ahead. I would let you talk about it.
Would you like to comment on that, Shashank ji?
It was kind of difficult because I lately joined the classes, maybe not much. I've seen like but yeah, like I have this good sense of observance. I could catch it, so I was pretty sure that I can do it. But it was difficult because he doesn't have he pretty much have straightforward face and like doesn't show much expressions. Like that's what I did. But yeah, I picked up on particular things that he do, and I just built upon that. And also I never saw Nitin ji doing this kind of thing to Swami ji because in that situation I've never seen him. So I think Monica ji told me he always does this or do that. So I just imagine he must be doing this. Okay, so little bending down. So
you nailed
Very
it.
nice.
You nailed
Very
it.
nice. Yeah, wonderful. Great job.
Great job. I thoroughly enjoyed watching you, do that. And, both of you were in fact, all the team, you did a fantastic job. Very enjoyable, entertaining performance at all. Perfect.
And Chiki, I will be confused now onwards whether I am me or you. Okay.
Great. Anybody else who wants to say anything? But yeah,
I just want to add a few things.
Yes, Monica ji. Now, no performance pressure at all. Okay, I know you take a lot of pressure, but you deliver. Now we will keep it open-ended to see what all you want to present because we have time. Let's keep this thread open, not look out for an opportunity to come together. I would say keep that thread because we have so many things which we can enact or present creatively related to Tattva Gyan or otherwise. So let's keep coming together as a team, and I would encourage other participants also to, put in your name if you want to join one of the teams. If it inspired you, come over. It's always a good experience working together. It may revive some of your school days, college days as well when you come together and do a project, right? Rarely do we get those kind of opportunities, and it's a good platform to actually do that. Yes. Yes, Shyamji. Now you are back. I hope we can hear you. Go ahead.
मेरे बिना बोले आप सब जा रहे थे. आई हैड सम इशू विद इंटरनेट. मोनिका जी, आपने अच्छा नहीं किया आज जो भी किया. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आपने लीला तो करी नहीं आज. कृष्ण जी तो आए ही नहीं कहीं पर. मैं तो देखता रह गया. अभी होगा कुछ, हो भी होगा कुछ. आपने कुछ किया ही नहीं, तो चीटिंग कर दिया आपने बहुत तगड़ी. अब मैं भी टीम छोड़ रहा हूँ, सेल्फलेस टीम, एंड आई एम जॉइनिंग योर टीम नाउ. और मुझे गुस्सा है जो लास्ट में आप सब गए गोलोक, मेरे फोटो उसमें डाल दे कम से कम. आपका मैंने क्या बिगाड़ा है मोनिका? आपका इतना मैं साथ देता हूँ हर बारी, आपसे मैं बातें करता हूँ. कविता, सीमा, मुझे यही एक गम है या दुख है. बाकी तो जो भी किया आपने बहुत सही किया. अगली बारी हम भी लीला नहीं करेंगे, आपके साथ ही लीला करेंगे. एंड थैंक यू सो मच. वंडरफुल वाचिंग द skit and perfect. Thank you so much. राधे राधे.
Yes, and Ankurji, we saw you as well. It was a bit of a guest appearance you had towards the end. So I think pretty much everybody participated in this. Yes, Shashank, you wanted to add something?
Yeah, sorry, just one thing I wanted to say. Like you just talked about like choosing the teams and persuading others. So I didn't get this chance to choose the team. I was forced into the team by Monica ji. So she was like, Aragini, Aragini. And that too, in Haryanvi, right? And that was so threatening. So I didn't have, much choice. So I had to do this.
Monica ji
Right.
doesn't tell, she just tells you what you need to do, okay?
Yeah.
Right. So there's nothing like request, it's an order, and that's it. You better do it.
Nitinji, I have something to say.
Sure, please go ahead.
First of all, thank you everyone for those kind words. But then it's not just me or anybody else who deserves it. I honestly, very honestly, it's teamwork. And if someone who actually deserves going Golok just purely based on this Leela is Kavita. I mean, not just because she's my sister. I think she barely slept for 2.5 hours. She just, and if you've noticed the presentation, there were no shortcuts taken. In fact, when Nitinji's screen was there, it was like JK Yog Nitin Kaushal. In fact, she's so sleepy that she actually spelled Sandhya Kaushal. And then she's like, that's Nitinji, Nitin Kaushal. So that's one thing. Another thing, we wanted to maybe elaborate it a bit, just to show that we all are attending Bhagavad Gita sessions for a reason, not just to gain knowledge. We study in college and schools or whatever, to gain knowledge, and then because we have a goal in our head, right? Similarly, for Bhagavad Gita sessions also, we are listening to Nitinji, we are trying to grasp whatever we can to reach somewhere. And that can only happen when you take next step, and that next step is seva. Because when we work as a team together, we know that everyone has different kind of, everyone is unique, right? They have their own ideas and stuff. And as far as my leadership or whatever is concerned, all that energy I take from Nitinji, Sandhya, and everybody, because we are here. And if you all are in India and still you are able to do all these things, kudos to you. Seriously. But I take my energy from there, and that's how I'm able to pass it on. So I think it's time that you take next step. And even if you come up with any idea, you can't execute it, tell us. Because there's lots to be done, lots of scope. And Swamiji worked like day and night. I borrowed his dialogue, and I'm going to say that again, that let's not be transactional. Let's please do our bit. As far as, if we can do more than our bit, then seva is something that you should take next step for. Thank you.
Very nice. That was a good motivational spiel on seva. So thank you for that. Do that. I think we should, as best as we can, I think, like I said, we should strive to make it as a non-negotiable part of our routine. Like we eat food, we do job, seva, satsang sadhana has to be part of our routine. There's no other way out. So great. Outstanding job again. Chikki, go ahead. You were the backbone of the, all the editing and stuff. I know that's where all the hard work goes in. So
इट्स ऑल टीम वर्क. एंड श्याम जी, अगर आप नोटिस करेंगे तो पुष्पक विमान में मैं भी नहीं हूँ. मैं सबसे वीडियोस ले रही थी, मैं खुद को डालना भूल गई. कोई नहीं, हमें कृष्णा स्वयं लेने आएंगे या फिर हमारे बर्थडे पे आ जाएंगे.
Pushpak Viman thing was pretty interesting too. So
उसमें मैं खुद नहीं हूँ. जब पूरा एडिट हो गया तब मुझे रियलाइज हुआ कि मैं तो कहाँ हूँ ही नहीं इसमें.
you are doing Nishkam Seva there as well, okay? And these guys are happily floating in Pushpak Viman, and when they reach there, they find you there. You're already there, okay? So this is okay. Great. Anybody else? Today we can have a bit of a talk about this. I think we spent, anybody who wants to recite or do anything or talk about it, then we can spend maybe another 10 minutes and before we wrap up our session. Yes. Tarunji, you wanted to say something, Sandhya?
First.
Yeah, I would like to, Radhe would like to recite a Radha Bhajan. So once you are ready, we can start.
We'll probably have two real quick and then we'll wrap up today's session. But again, thank you on the enthusiastic team for making our day with the bringing smile to everybody's faces. And it was more than smile, I can imagine, right? People were laughing. So very, very, very nicely done. And congratulations to the entire team for that effort. All right, go ahead, Tarunji. You can stay back for our devotional segment. We'll probably have 2 or 3 bhajans. We'll wrap it up in 10 minutes.
Radhe Radhe. ये तो बता दो बरसाने वाली, ये तो बता दो बरसाने वाली, मैं कैसे तुम्हारी लगन छोड़ दूंगा, मैं कैसे तुम्हारी लगन छोड़ दूंगा, तेरी दया पर ये जीवन है मेरा, तेरी दया पर ये जीवन है मेरा, मैं कैसे तुम्हारी शरण छोड़ दूंगा, मैं कैसे तुम्हारी शरण छोड़ दूंगा, न पूछो कि ये मैंने अपराध क्या क्या, न पूछो कि ये मैंने अपराध क्या क्या, कहीं ये जमी आसमां हिल न जाए, कहीं ये जमी आसमां हिल न जाए, जब तक श्री राधा रानी क्षमा ना करोगी, जब तक श्री राधा रानी क्षमा ना करोगी, मैं कैसे तुम्हारे चरण छोड़ दूंगा, मैं कैसे तुम्हारे चरण छोड़ दूंगा, श्री राधे जय राधे राधे श्री राधे, श्री राधे जय राधे राधे श्री राधे, बहुत ठोकरे खा चुका जिंदगी में, बहुत ठोकरे खा चुका जिंदगी में, तमन्ना तुम्हारे दीदार की है, तमन्ना तुम्हारे दीदार की है, जब तक श्री राधा रानी दर्शन न दोगी, जब तक श्री राधा रानी दर्शन न दोगी, मैं कैसे तुम्हारा भजन छोड़ दूंगा, मैं कैसे तुम्हारा भजन छोड़ दूंगा, तारो न तारो ये मर्जी तुम्हारी, तारो न तारो ये मर्जी तुम्हारी, लेकिन मेरी आखिरी बात सुन लो, लेकिन मेरी आखिरी बात सुन लो, मुझको श्री राधा रानी जो दर से हटाया, मुझको श्री राधा रानी जो दर से हटाया, तुम्हारे ही दर पे मैं दम तोड़ दूंगा, तुम्हारे ही दर पे मैं दम तोड़ दूंगा। श्री राधे जय राधे, राधे श्री राधे, श्री राधे जय राधे, राधे श्री राधे, श्री राधे जय राधे, राधे श्री राधे। राधे राधे।
Radhe Radhe, Tarunji, very nice. Very nice. Your bhavs are very palpable. So thank you again. You sang after a while, but that was pretty amazing. Thank you again. I would request all of you to fill out the feedback tracker as well. I think we are sharing it a little late today, but do fill it out. Let us know how the session went, and especially all the accolades you can keep documenting that in the feedback tracker as well, related to the presentation that we had. With that, Vinodji, you wanted to say something, or you want to sing today? Sandhya is going to sing next, by the way. Are you going to sing as
In
well?
one of the Leelas that we remember, Nitin, you were impersonating Swamiji. So today, Sushant did that. So wonderful.
No, yeah, I remember that, and I remember that experience as well, watching Swamiji at that time. So it was fun impersonating him, but I had to get it right because there was a, little difference here and there, and you end up making a fool out of yourself, right? And it's Swamiji end of the day. But yeah, I enjoyed that act thoroughly. But yes, I remember that, and it was your better half who enabled that act for me because I had to borrow a sari from her.
Yeah, we remember all that. Wonderful session.
In one of the sessions, I can bring that up. That video where we impersonated Swamiji. Meeruji only captured it. I'm sure the video team would have it, but I've never seen the official video for it. But it was an interesting. It was a laugh riot as well when that act was happening, for sure. Yeah, it did remind me of that for sure. Great. Thank you, Vinodji, for reminding us that. Sandhya, go ahead.
Yeah, and today Prashasti ji was impersonating Swamiji, right? She also did a great job.
Was impersonating Swamiji. Yeah. Initially, when she came, I thought, okay, she's going to be Narad Muni, but then I realized, no, it's going to be Swamiji. She did a good job as well.
Okay, so I wanted to try and sing this bhajan, and these are the mehfils I'm basically talking about. Mehfil with Swamiji, mehfil of daily wisdom from Bhagavad Gita classes. These are exclusive mehfils, and this bhajan applies to these. Okay. लाखों महफिल जहां में यूं तो तेरी महफिल सी महफिल नहीं है। लाखों महफिल जहां में यूं तो तेरी महफिल सी महफिल नहीं है। स्वर्ग सम्राट हो या हो चाकर तेरे दर पे है दर्जा बराबर। तेरी हस्ती को हो जिसने जाना कोई आलम में आकिल नहीं है। दर बदर खा के ठोकर जो थक कर आ गया अगर कोई तेरे दर पर तूने नजरों से जो रस पिलाया वो बताने के काबिल नहीं है। लाखों महफिल जहां में यूं तेरी महफिल सी महफिल नहीं है। तुम जो कहते हो तुम हो हमारे जोड़ मुझसे ही तू नाते सारे। जान कर भी जो नाता ना जोड़े उसके मानिंद जाहिल नहीं है। जीते मरते जो तेरी लगन में जलते रहते विरह की अगन में है भरोसा है भरोसा तेरा हे मुरारी, तू दयालु है कातिल नहीं है। लाखों महफिल जहां में यूं तो तेरी महफिल सी महफिल नहीं है। तेरे रस का लगा चस्का जिसको, लगता बैकुंठ फीका सा उसको। डूब कर कोई डूब कर कोई बाहर ना आया, इसमें भंवरे है साहिल नहीं है। प्रेम में है सदा देना देना, सोचना भी नहीं कुछ है लेना। लेने वाला लेने वाला बड़ा भोला भाला, ब्रज के रसिकों में शामिल नहीं है। लाखों महफिल जहां में यूं तो तेरी महफिल सी महफिल नहीं है। मान ली उनको तू सिर्फ अपना, सीख ले याद में बस तड़पना। वे लगा लेंगे वे लगा लेंगे सीने से तुझको, दिल में बैठे हैं गाफिल नहीं है। कर्म है उनकी निष्काम सेवा, धर्म है उनकी इच्छा में इच्छा। सौंप दो इनके हाथों में डोरी, ये कृपालु है तंग दिल नहीं है। लाखों महफिल जहां में यूं तो तेरी महफिल सी महफिल नहीं है। राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे, राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे।
राधे गोविंद गोविंद राधे,
राधे गोविंद गोविंद।
Radhe. Very nice, beautiful bhajan, loaded with devotion and tattva gyan. It's a very, very nice bhajan. Each line actually Swamiji can give commentary on it for a week. That is how loaded it is. So the summit and the line is beautiful line which says, कर्म है उनकी निष्काम सेवा and dharma है उनकी इच्छा में इच्छा. That pretty much sums up the entire scriptures. Okay. See, the beauty of Maharajji's bhajans is that one line you pick, that's it. It just sums up all you need to do. Very nice. Thank you. Very beautifully, soulfully sung Sandhya. And thank you for bringing it to the session. Today has been one of those, sessions which just work out well. We started with a quiz and a beautiful presentation. And now icing on the cake is a beautiful bhajan to wrap it up as well. Great. Anything anybody wants to say before we wrap up for the day? Thank you, Sandhya, again. Everybody's speechless now. Okay. So we'll
Thank you again. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. We'll meet again on Sunday evening, Monday morning. Now we have a couple of days break. And stay blessed. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend and great rest of your day. And thank you, everybody. Radhe,
And
Radhe.
watch out for the recording of this beautiful Leela, which will come soon on the YouTube channel. I'm sure people would want to watch it again and again.
And thank you to all the Seva teams for coming together and putting, the best performance that they possibly could. Right? Lot of hard work went in, and thank you again. Right?
And everybody took it to another level altogether. I'm just now thinking, imagining what will it be next time, Nitinji. I mean,
Thank you. You have just raised the bar, all of you. So keep it open. I would say keep the dialogue open and see what are the things you can present from time to time. Let's not have a long gap, but periodically we can do that. Something interesting, fun as a side project. For whatever learnings we are getting or any inspiration that we get. So we'll keep it open-ended for the teams. Okay, thanks again, everybody. Good night, good day from my side. I'll see you in a couple of days. Radhe Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Thank you, Nitinji. And don't forget about the double header on Sunday. In the morning, Sunday satsang, and then in the DWFBG session.
Double header.
Radhe Radhe.
I like that. And thank you, Rahul, for putting together the quiz. You do a fantastic job, I must say that. Okay. You really put in a lot of thought and people enjoy playing it. So thank you again for your save on that. Radhe Radhe. Good night. Good day, everyone.